What is up, everyone? It is JammaJohn, and right now I am going to be reviewing for you Dragon Ball Super Episode 123. Wow. I am speechless after this episode. I mean, holy cow. It was so epic. I was basically on my feet the whole time. I mean, holy cow. So, Vegeta's down. This is how the episode begins. Vegeta's down, and obviously he's in a world of pain. And Goku goes over to make sure that Vegeta's fine. Obviously he's in really bad shape, but he's okay at this point. And Goku basically says, "All right, it's my turn. Like I gotta fight Jiren right now." So Goku is going back and forth with Jiren. And we see cut in a little bit of Gohan, 17, and Toppo's fight. And basically, they're trying to... 17 and Gohan are fighting him together. And then Toppo basically, is reading their movements and everything. So, 17 basically says, hey, this isn't working. We've never fought together before. Our coordinated attacks won't work. So Gohan's okay, we got to think of a plan. And 17's all right, I got one. He's basically, I'm gonna jump at him and hold him still, and you're gonna knock us both out. And Gohan's okay, all right. So then 17 comes up to him, and Toppo basically grabs onto his arm, and 17 acts like it's really hurtful and everything. But then he puts them both in that barrier, that energy barrier that he's had throughout the past couple episodes. And Gohan uses a Kamehameha, which pushes them both basically almost out of bounds. But Gohan doesn't really hesitate. But at the end of it, he hears 17 kind of in pain and everything, and he lets go of the Kamehameha. So Toppo is at the very edge of it, almost knocked out, but doesn't end up actually getting knocked out. So then it pans over to Frieza and Dispo's fight, and Dispo's still throwing him around and everything a little bit. He's oh, this is the power of the Pride Troopers and everything. And he slams him into a wall. And Frieza comes out of it, and he's you really think that attack was gonna hurt me? And Dispo's wow, he's not even phased at all and stuff. And Frieza's oh, basically he says, he doesn't say Pride Troopers, he says whatever troopers. He's basically mocking him the whole time. This is what the strength of your whatever troopers has and everything. And he basically it's interesting, he has all these rocks by him gathering a little red aura, he's about to throw them at him, but he uses a little death beam, a spread of death beams, and Dispo basically dodges them. So then it pans back over to Goku and Jiren fighting, and Goku is he's basically thinking of a strategy and keeping his distance. So then he starts instant transmissioning and putting a little what's the best word I can look for? Basically a shiny object on the ground, it seems And then he would by Jiren, and then he would instant transmission to a different place, and different place, and a different place. So eventually Jiren takes a step, and these are basically energy landmines. And Goku instant transmissions away from it, obviously. And then Jiren's basically not fazed by it, because right before the actual energy mines explodes, Jiren jumps way up high in the air above Goku. And if it wasn't for Vegeta saying, Kakarot above you, Goku wouldn't have even known. So they're fighting a little bit back and forth and everything too, and Jiren actually powers up. And Goku ends up getting closer and closer to the end of the stage. But before that, he actually sends out this just blew my mind right here. Goku actually uses the Destructo Disc. He actually shoots a bunch of Destructo Discs at Jiren. And Jiren basically like crushes some of them and like dodges a bunch of other ones. And they are like on like a pillar that kind of like fell over that's like kind of on the end of the ring. And Jiren basically punches Goku, and Goku gets hit by it. He takes this huge punch, but then he laughs because basically that part of the arena where in between where Jiren and Goku are, like the pillar that they're on, a Destructo Disc actually comes through and slices it, and it like Krillin actually like remembers it because this is actually what Krillin did to Goku before the exhibition match. So Jiren actually kind of fell for that. And Goku instant transmissions above Jiren and just smacks him down, and then instant transmissions kind of outwards so he's safe. So I'm sitting here like, oh my god, did Jiren just get eliminated? Course not. Course not. He ends up putting this red aura on him and is basically jumping out from the other rocks that were by him, and he's jumping through those. Ends up getting back on the arena and punches Goku with this. He like his fist glows, and then he like throws out a little punch, but doesn't actually hit Goku with that. But he then uses a barrage of fists, and those are actually hitting Goku, even though they're like there's a distance from them. So Goku's like basically standing there, like he's just not moving and everything. He's like, you really are amazing, Jiren. He's like, those were like the hardest hits I've ever taken. He's like, I'm not giving up. And then it happens. You see Vegeta, and he's like, Kakarot's right. He's like, I can't give up. He's like, I promised to Kaba, and then it shows like a flashback of Vegeta talking to Kaba when Kaba was still in the tournament, where he's like, I'm going to revive you guys with the Super Dragon Balls. And he's like, I made a promise to him. I'm never going to forget it. And you can see him charging up from Blue while Goku's charging up in Kaioken Blue. And Vegeta's like, I made a promise. I'm not going to fail on it. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to beat you, Jiren. I'm going to give you everything I got. And then the transformation. He's sitting there, and you can tell that he's gaining more of that sparkle and everything, and that his color of his hair is changing, and everyone's like, whoa, whoa. Even both Xenos are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, this is crazy. So then there's the transformation. And basically they say that Vegeta broke his limit, and that it's like he limit broke Super Saiyan Blue for his power and everything. So then this is the craziest part. Goku and Vegeta with this new aura and new transformation, and Goku in Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken are walking slowly towards Jiren. And all Jiren says to them both is, come. And they both charge at him and they're putting up a huge fight against Jiren. Like, this is where things are starting to get amazing. And this is what I said before, that Goku and Vegeta together will be able to defeat Jiren. And even though they don't have coordinated attacks right now, Beerus and Whis were talking, and apparently, even though they don't have coordinated attacks right now, ironically, that's what's throwing Jiren off. Jiren's off balance right now. Jiren's actually in trouble. These two are actually beating Jiren right now, and it's so great. And I wish there was so much more in this episode, but that's basically where we leave off. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to stay tuned.